Alright, so we're just going to walk around real quick. This has all been knocked down, all the blims taken out. We went through real quick once and just got it all knocked down, knocked the surface off of the clear, and then we came back and went through the steps and made sure all blims were pulled out of the surface. You get trash, I don't care how clean the booth is. We'll work with what we got. This is about halfway through the polishing. This is not quite as far along, and you can see the dust from the polisher. It needs wiped down before we go further, but it came out pleasingly. Please excuse the ugly ceiling. So we'll kind of walk over to the car now. We've got aspects of the vintage air and fuel injection system. I need to pull this off and coat it. It's a place marker right now as we get things in place. Rowan's actually under the car getting the transmission lines seated in here. Who dis? That is our Holley Sniper 2 EFI. Got the lovely fit with the headers, the starters installed, AC compressor brackets. AC compressor and brackets, but these brackets are raw steel, so we just cleaned them up and shot them in this matte silver color, so it looks more like it belongs. We've got a couple brake lines. They need to be clamped up on the chassis. We know about that. Started getting our fuse block together in those aspects. The body, obviously, you can see it's all been wet sanded down. I'm hoping to start polishing tomorrow. I started installing door guts, which would sound more like, so there you go. The vintage air, substantial installation is handled on the vintage air. We'll crimp the lines and get it ready for all the other fun starting next week. Got all the dead mat in. You can see we got dead mat down in all the areas. We did it in all the places to make sure that oh hey, found my light. Working around. Here we go. We hang the doors typically, and then with just a black phosphate finish bolt, and then we'll come back and take one bolt at a time and replace them with the painted bolts. Less damage on the hardware that way, less brush touch up to do later. They gave us a little block off plate. This is all your vintage air accoutrement. That's that sexy fan setup. We've got the wire pigtail, the relay, everything goes with that. Once we get the front end hung, we got to hang the front end now so we can figure out where all of our fuel lines are going to go, all of our electrical, all these things either lay on the inner fender or tuck between the inner fender and the fender. Hoses, belts, that's going to be one of the next things. I've just got to kind of measure up and see what we need. So that's where we're sitting. Needs a little more cleanup from the wet sanding, as you can see. That's where we're sitting. Just powering through our assemblies. This is a detent cable we will be installing because the existing one is laying here somewhere. It's gnarly looking. It's a little bit busted up. So aside from needing cleaned up, we're in our process polishing it, assemblies. One of the next steps, we're going to pull the wing windows out and check those, see if we can make sure we can clean them up properly, because if they don't clean up, they look in really good condition, and I want to get them cleaned up, make sure the chrome and everything really is in that good of condition as it appears. If those all clean up, then we'll do whatever gaskets, seals, all the things, because we've got all the parts. Then we start getting glass in it. Once we can get glass in it, we can get the latches are in the doors. We did end up refurbishing the latches. I just took a few minutes one day and got them all blasted, cleaned up, made sure they function. We've got just a plethora of parts to choose from. So like the locking rod that comes up and all that, I can source that because this one was busted off. We got the pieces here and everything you gave us. It's kind of our workstation for this at the moment. We're going through and just getting satin black on some bolts. So as we put the car together, it's got a painted bolt because these, here we go. These, even the ones, you know, like the kit, you had a bunch of them. You already own a bunch of the fasteners. But these is just a black phosphate oiled coating. And that will start to rust in short order. At least this lacquer paint on here will give them a little bit more time. It's all about buying time, right? Tank is pretty well ready to go in. We got the gauge set, got the dash pod. We've got to clean up the windshield wiper motor so that we can install that assembly. We're just working our way through, boss. So I'm gonna let you go for now. You have a great day.